Clear the table, we're out of mugs. It's episode 12 of Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. And quat. I'll take you all raiders on and quat winking face. Just aired as the season finale that turned the entire backyard into a war zone and every heart in the audience into molten rider wax. After EP11's triple threat draw and the great leader stepping out of the hologram like a nightmare made flesh, Toei said, "Hold my belt," and delivered a 28-minute all-out assault where the tournament ring becomes the final battlefield. The prize isn't bragging rights anymore. It's survival. The great leader reveals himself properly for the first time, a towering, cloaked figure in matte black armor plated with every classic shocker emblem fused together. Spider legs, bat wings, centipede segments, all pulsing with harvest green circuitry. Voice layered with a dozen distorted echoes. Legendary Seiyu Norio Wakamoto in full god complex mode. He laughs. You played your little games. Now face the one who made the riders possible. Flanking him, an entire platoon of upgraded enforcers plus revived Kaijin lieutenants, Spider-Man MK2, Dial Doctor rebuilt, Franken Centipede Stitch stronger, and a brand new elite guard called the Raider Corps, brainwashed. Otaku in mass produce black belts that mimic classic rider silhouettes but corrupted. The gang's reaction. Pure, defiant Tojima. He steps forward, mud-soaked, belt finally glowing stable green, and yells the episode title like a war cry. I'll take you all raiders on, alone if I have to. But of course he doesn't have to. Yuriko grabs his shoulder. Like hell you will. Yukaris purrs with a smirk. We're a team, remember? Ichio spins his ponytail. Science says numbers win. Mitsuha loads her Riderman arm. Family doesn't let family solo. Even Mitsuba, the Shimamura bro, cracks his knuckles. Nobody messes with my little sister's friends. What follows is the most beautiful, chaotic, heartfelt rider horde battle ever animated. No brackets, no rules. Just every single hero we've met unleashing everything they've earned. Tojima finally unlocks full V3 mode, scarf unfurling, 26 secret techniques. Chained in a blur that carves through Raider Corps like a green comet. Yuriko goes tackle. Overdrive, plasma aura so bright it lights the storm. Thunder burst chaining between enemies like a living lightning web. Yukaris fully overcomes her programming. Claws permanently blue, performing aerial claw dives that shred enforcer armor mid-leap. Ichio and Mitsuha tag team V3 Riderman combos. Typhoon spins launching her blaster shots into orbital strikes. Naoki weaponizes his drones into a literal swarm that hacks raider belts mid-fight, causing mass malfunctions. Even rescued ex-shocker grunts join in with improvised weapons, turning the tide with sheer numbers. Key moments that wrecked me. Spider-Man lunges for Tojima's back, only for Yukaris to intercept. Claws versus webs in a callback to EP3, ending with her snarling, "Not him. Never again." Great. Leader personally grabs Yuriko by the throat, mocking, "Secondary riders always break first." She answers by overcharging her aura point blank, blasting him backward while screaming. Tackle is the strongest. Final 10 minutes. The entire team lines up side by side, belts and gauntlets and claws glowing in unison. Tojima, on 3. Rider kick. They charge as 1. Multi-angle slow-mo of every boot, fist, claw, blast, and drill converging on the great leader in the single most glorious group finisher in tokusatsu history. Explosion. Mushroom cloud of green-black smoke. Silence. When the dust settles, the leader is down, Not dead, he dissolves into data fragments, whispering, "This was only phase 1, but defeated for now." The backyard is a crater. Everyone's on their knees, laughing, crying, hugging in the mud. Tojima looks at the sunrise breaking through the storm and mutters, "Guess we're all Kamen Riders now." Fade to black on the whole crew striking one last group pose, belts flickering but hearts burning. Bright vibe. Apocalyptic hope. Rain turning to golden dawn, every exhausted breath visible in the cold air. The sound of distant cheers from the viral stream echoing like the world finally waking up. It's the kind of finale that makes you believe ordinary obsessed weirdos can save the world. If they just refuse to fight alone. LIDENFILMS emptied the tank and somehow still had nitro left. This finale is their masterpiece. The battlefield expands from backyard to horizon-spanning crater. Yet every character gets their spotlight frame. The color direction is flawless. Storm grays, giving way to saturated rider primaries as hope returns, sunrise rays cutting through smoke like divine spotlights. Gushing forever. The group finisher sequence is 90 seconds of pure animation bliss. Multiplane tracking shots weaving between every hero's attack, impact frames hand-drawn with loving weight, particle overload that never feels cheap because every spark has purpose. Great. Leader's design is nightmare fuel perfected. Emblems shifting like living tattoos, cape made of writhing harvest code. Sound design? Wakamoto's layered voice alone deserves awards. Teddy Lloyd's finale track starts as a dirge, builds through every character theme remix, and erupts into a full orchestral, Kamen Rider, choir for the group kick. Goosebumps for days. Gentle note. A couple of wide shots in the Horde chaos reuse asset flips, understandable in a 28-minute war, and one drone explosion lingers a half-second too long on a static frame. That's it. Everything else is god tier. And quat. I'll take you all raiders on and quat. Is the finale this show was always building toward, not just a boss fight, but proof that the real strongest rider is the one who inspires everyone else to stand up too. Tojima's title yell wasn't bravado. It was invitation, and watching every broken, brainwashed, bullied, midlife crisis soul answer the call. Destroyed me in the best way. The show honored every classic trope while making them feel fresh. The tournament became bonding. The power-ups came from trust. The big bad lost because love beats programming. Yuriko getting her tackle is the strongest. Vindication. Yukaris choosing blue claws forever. Tojima finally earning the scarf. It all landed perfectly. Kind honesty. The leaders. Phase 1. Escape is classic sequel bait, and I'm already weak for it. If this is truly the end, 12 episodes, neat bow. It's one of the most satisfying single-season tokusatsu stories ever. If there's more, take my money now. Thank you. Toei, LIDENFILMS, and every VA who poured their soul into these misfits. Fall 2025 belonged to the weirdos who never stopped believing they could henshin.